I think it's going to become more integrated. It's going to be more mixed. I look at my parents' generation, and my father married a Caucasian woman. I married a Welsh woman. So we're sort of becoming more and more dilute as generations progress, but at the same time it means it's spreading out. We're incorporating other traditions and other ideas into our families, and so there will always be this persistent level of Japanese sort of a Japanese undercurrent in how our families relate to each other and identify with themselves. But it's going to become more, I'm not really sure what the right word for this would be, more homogenous, maybe homogenous is the wrong way to put it, but more more shared,
right.
More fused. It's going to look a lot like California cuisine in the late 90s, I think.
Well, already it's changed quite a bit. Obviously, my family, I have a lot of cousins that are mixed and everything like that. So I think that will probably continue, and that's really cool. It's just more different types of cultures mixing in with that and getting involved as well. But I think that there's a strong enough community that they'll still keep things like the festival and other cultural events going on.
Well, it's growing in some ways because of the intermarriage. My daughter is like 3/8 Japanese. So in some ways it's growing in that, the generations are, you're just mixing it up so much that you're getting children who have 8 different ethnicities, really. And in some ways, I guess it's also diluting, but I don't think we approach it that way. It's impossible to, because there's just so much expansion of the culture. Yeah.
I think it's important for the Japanese communities to exist, but for us, like the Victoria Nikkei Culture Society, we're probably only about 60% Japanese Nikkei. A lot of it are Canadians or Canadians with Japanese interest or who have been to Japan are probably more Japanese than us. And so I think it's very important not to be, to be as a Japanese community, but not to be insular, but to share with the community at large.
I think that whatever desire to keep the Japanese communities separate or to more tightly knit, that horse is already gone. The horse is gone, the barn's burned down, it's done. We are who we are. We are the mixed race, mixed ethnic background families, and that's the way it's going to be probably until we're all sort of 1/16th, 1/32nd, 1/64th. Yeah. And that's the way it's going to be.
Anybody who wants to call themselves a Nikkei is a Nikkei, and his name might be Henry Johnson. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. We can go to the center, and there's many Caucasian Canadians or half Caucasian or half whatever, in taking part in the center's activities. I'm not going to ask them, are you Nikkei or whatever. It doesn't matter. And I think that's the way it should be. People will have difficulty accepting that today, yet. But I think that's the way it has to be. That's the only way it could be. Because we're long past the days where we put people in. Oh, he's a new immigrant. He's a Issei. He's a Nisei. We're long past that, and I don't want to brand myself, and I don't want to brand others. And that's how it's changing. That's how it's evolving, and that's how it should evolve. So the sooner we can accept that kind of thinking, I think the better it is.